Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Alt Fishman. Tonight I'll be tying, it's called a Goddard Caddis. It's a steelhead fly. Very well good for use for steelhead. It's a dry fly. So anyways, I'll be starting with that, using a size 8 hook, like I said before. Bigger the number, the smaller, no, yeah. Bigger the number, smaller it is, the smaller the number, the bigger the hook. Anyways, guys, before I get that done, be dipping tonight that Copenhagen Southern Blend, Copenhagen Wintergreen Southern Blend. Yeah, Copenhagen and Wintergreen Southern Blend mix that I made the other night. Pretty good. Recommend you guys, you want to try it. Try it. Pretty good. Alright, guys. Anyways, get back to the Goddard Caddis. It's good, very good steelhead fly. It is recommended, calls for a brown string, which I didn't feel like doing, so I'm going to change it up a little bit. Like I said before in my videos, I like doing something a little different, trying out other things. Told you guys the same thing if you're a beginner or you guys tie flies before or still do it, fish and everything else. You can always try little things, so I'm going to try something different. Calls for brown string, I'm going to do a black string. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is get this wrapped up pretty nice up here again, like you always start with the fly. Just wrap it up all the way down to the body. Sometimes it represents not all the way go down, but this fly here, go down to almost a little bit to the bend there. You want to do that. You want to fold your string back that you have, fold that back again, and then re-wrap it around a couple times, guys. And when you get it all the way wrapped back down here, get it where you want it to be. You want to take that string, that excess string there, and you want to trim that. I'm going to take that off, I'm going to trim it. Like I said before, this Goddard Caddis is a dry fly, so it's very good for steelhead. You can do it with trout, cutthroat, other things like that, but it's pretty good though to use for trout, especially for steelhead though. Like I said, steelhead's opening up soon for my area. Everybody out there is all talking about it, all excited, so hopefully some people will do pretty good, and you know, we have a good season this year. Like last year, we had a pretty good season on and off. But we're starting out with warm weather already. It's not that great. Hopefully the water's pretty cold. But other than that, I just hope everybody does really well and wish everybody good luck. But alright, guys. So if you're looking for a good steelhead fly, so the Goddard Caddis is a very good steelhead fly. It represents like a, I don't know, it's like a stone fly and stuff like that. And then like adult caddis also. So what I'm doing here, you guys, I'm just taking it back to about the bend of the body. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tug on it, and what it does, it pulls it open like that. What I want to do, I want to take my fingers, I want to grab all this here. Make sure you don't pull it too hard because it will come out too. So what I'm doing anyways, I'm going to wrap this back. What it's doing is forming the body, and what I'm using for the body of it, whoops, they kind of there. What I'm using for the body is a deer hair, gray deer hair. I'm also mixing it up a little bit. I don't have much gray deer hair, so I'm going to use a little bit of gray, a little bit of brown, a little bit of white. So anyways, get on what I'm doing here. Just get little clumps. You get your little deer tail. Take little clumps off it and stuff. You don't want to take too big, but don't take too small, little clump out or two. Very easy to, you know, 1 minute you grab a really big clump and all of a sudden, you know, next time you grab a really small clump. Anyways, guys, just keep on doing that. What you want to do is you want to wrap it up. You want to go twice. Once, oops, go once around it, guys. When you do it again, you want to just pull real lightly. When you pull, it will expand out. And what you're doing is you're forming the top of the body. You don't want to make that hair go to the bottom of the body. You just want it to form all up top, spread out. So what you're doing is you're forming the top of the Goddard Caddis. And also said it represents more of a stone fly and adult caddises and stuff. Anyways, guys, so I got it there. I got it forming it there. That one there's a little bunched up, but that's alright. As soon as you get it all formed, all the way down to about, I don't want to say on the eye, but majority close to the eye. Let me use scissors quick. But you want to go all the way down, probably right about here, guys. You guys can see that. right about here. But anyways, go all the way down there, pull it tight, tie around, and then, oh man, I'm just jibber jabbing, aren't I? But after that, get that whole top part of the body formed, and what you want to do, you want to trim it afterwards. Trim it all up there. Oh. Got it all stuck now. You want to trim that all up there, and then after you do that, you want to take in some dubbing, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about dubbing. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, some people will know what I'm talking about, because there's people out there that tie flies and stuff like that, and there are people that don't. I said if you guys are watching a video and you're trying to learn how to tie flies, best thing to do is just follow up, listen, and you know, if you guys like my video, subscribe. I'll be making a ton more of these descriptional videos. Do apologize if this one's long. I haven't tied this fly in a while, so I'm also trying to describe it to you guys more, so you guys get a hang of what I'm doing here. Anyways, after you do that, just keep on going, like I said. Keep going around. Dug on a couple times to make sure that hair stays up top. Don't let it go to the bottom. If it does, you can always just trim it up when you're done. It's no biggie. But right now I know it looks like a big mess, but once I'm getting done here, guys, it will form and it'll look good. But you gotta trim it up and make it look good. And so if you guys like this video, you know, you're just tuning into my channel, seeing this video here, check out my Ultimate Fisherman YouTube channel here, and I have tons more videos. If you guys like dipping, I have dipper videos, I have fly tying videos, descriptional videos on like tying and stuff like that. I also told a lot of my viewers now, and people that have actually viewed my page, I will be making hunting videos soon. I've been saying it over and over again, I'm getting another video up, but it hasn't happened a little bit. But I definitely will get the videos up soon. Hopefully when I do get my GoPro, I'm gonna get some videos being in the stream and stuff fishing too. And I'll use my flies that I've tied on the channel to show you guys how the flies react when the fish react to the fly and stuff, and give you a little descriptional video of you know, what to do when you hook fish and stuff like that, and you know what to do and what not to do. I will do a little mess up videos too to show you guys what you should and what you shouldn't do, just so you get a little hang of it, what you're doing and stuff. Like I said before, you guys are just starting to learn how to tie. There's gonna be a lot of mess ups. Like, you know, you're thinking, oh, this be a big mistake, you know, this doesn't look right, you know. So just tie. Just keep on learning from your guys' mistakes, and eventually you get good at it and you know exactly what you're doing. So I've been tying flies for about 3.5 years now. When I first started, I always got frustrated, didn't want to do it, had no patience for it, and a couple people, my buddies at work here, you know, just telling me, hey, you know, take your time, you'll get it, you know, just keep trying, keep going at it, and get frustrated, stop a little bit and relax, breathe. like this here, you know, this whole thing got tangled up on here. Yes, it does frustrate me sometimes doing that, but that's alright. So I'm doing here, same thing, just pulling it back, trying to get it up and tucked up. As you guys can see, a lot of hair is falling out. This kind of tying like this, you gotta have it really tight. If it's not tight, it eventually will start falling apart. There's tools you can have, like for an example, oops, oh, dropped it. I'll grab a minute. For an example, it's called little like pliers things, little clippers. You can clip it on to, like, if you have any kind of like feather, like fibers, for like saddle hackle and other kind of feathers and anything else you're using. You can have those pliers there to hook up and bring the feather down and hold it and keep it out of your way. Those come in handy a lot too. Not more or less this one here, but for other flies and stuff, they come pretty in handy too. Alright, so what I'm doing now, I'm going to do one quick knot just to make sure this all stays in there good when I'm clipping. Maybe this reacts right to me. One quick little knot, make sure she's tight. Alright guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clip it up a little bit, trim them up, make sure you guys don't get your string here, because it will get in the way sometimes and you guys get frustrated and clip it. I've done it plenty of times. I'm learning how to tie flies still, so as you go, you learn from mistakes. So what I'm doing here, guys, is just trimming up all the long excess deer tail hair. What you want to do is you want to get it basically like downwards more. Okay, guys, when I think about it, you know, it's just a waste of deer hair, you know. No, it'll look pretty good in a minute. You can't always get it perfect. You got to trim it down to make it look like how you want it. Just trim your body down a little bit. And the same with you guys, you know, if you're just starting out or trying to get new ideas. I did the same thing on YouTube all the time. I was going on YouTube and look up videos how to do certain things, or ask people that, you know, tied and stuff, and little hints and stuff. And if you guys got any kind of questions at all, let me know. I'll let you guys know, you know, what you need to do or what to try differently. I'm here to help out. I'm not here to compete against anybody. I'm just here to help out and give little additional tips if you need anything. Same thing on my stream, you know, I'm confused and something. I'm still confused every once in a while. Get confused, you know, always ask somebody for help, or, you know, what differently, or different tips on the stream, you know, why is this not working, or this not working, you know. There's always good little tips you can get from people. It's not bad to ask, you know. But anyways, you want to just trim this up, you guys. Like I said before, I keep repeating myself. Trim her up, make her look good, what it's supposed to be looking like. Sometimes, you know, you guys won't get it on the first try or the second try. You know, just keep practicing over and over and over again. If your fly is not looking exactly like it, don't worry. Just keep on trying to tie them and take your time. And at one point in time, it will come in where you guys are tying really good flies and you're saving a lot of money from going out and buying them. It's actually, so it's a little bit more going out and buying all the materials, but once you get used to it and hang of it, it's so much better to actually know how to tie a fly than actually going out and buying one, because by the time you buy one for like $6, you guys buy all materials. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but when you guys look at it and you tie a fly and you say to yourself, wow, you know, I'm just spending like $6 on a fly. Well, I just tied this fly for what, maybe $3, maybe. Sometimes a fly is worth it, like really, only worth like really $2, and they're selling in the store for like $6, $7, and they're like the same fly you're tying at home. Or you guys can find people that tie flies for cheaper. For a lot of you guys beginners and stuff, I know, like, you want top of the brand, you want this and you want that, and I want better than what he has, and it's all starting out, you guys. It's just, it takes some time. Once you get it, you got it. So alright guys, so there's that there. I'm gonna turn up just a little bit more. And also too guys, when you're doing this and all of a sudden, you know, your thing goes from being straight and you go to pull it and all of a sudden it loops down and stuff, that's alright. Just grab it, pull it up, tuck it up, get a couple of wraps, and then just go to your next one. A couple of wraps, next one, a couple of wraps, next one. It's just over and over again. Real repetitiveness. So don't get frustrated. I say it does get frustrating a lot, but eventually you'll get used to it. This year took me a while to get. A couple of buddies actually showed me how to do this, so I said before, it's no problem to ask for help instead of keeping getting frustrated over it. It's always nice to get help, ask for help, and to not get frustrated over everything. And yes, basically it looks like I'm just basically snipping the hair down to nothing again, but actually, like I said before, snipping it down, making it the Goddard Caddis here. So it represents a stonefly and a caddis flies. It's very well good use for steelhead fishing, especially early. Sometimes it's not, because the caddis, you know, aren't out yet, stoneflies aren't out yet, or something like that. Also, another thing, guys, I forgot to mention too, is if you guys were ever trying to find, like you go to your stream, bring a bucket with you, bring a little net. You guys see bugs in there and fish are eating them, try to scoop up some of those flies and look at it, and just, you know, if you don't know that certain bug or anything like that, go online, look it up. So, I mean, it's always good to do that, because, like, you know, if you go to a stream and all of a sudden, you know, this guy said this fly works, well, all of a sudden, you know, this fly ain't working at all. Go in the stream, scoop up some flies or some bugs and stuff like that, guys, and look at it. And if you don't know that certain thing, just keep on looking at it a little more and just go online and look it up. It's very good, well-known use to do that. A lot of fly fishers do that. Fishermen do that, you know, look up at certain things and stuff like that. So, alright guys, so what I'm using here, using the Superfly Seal Dubbin assortment thing. You can buy it at Field and Stream, Gander Mountain. Well, Gander Mountain's not open anymore. But that's where I got it, from Gander Mountain. You can get Field and Stream, Cabela's, Dick's Sporting Goods. It's a little case that has all kinds of dubbing in it. So anyways, what I'm doing here, I wrapped it back around by the bend of the hook. I want to take this here, guys. I'm going to wrap this up a little bit, tuck it up in there too. Very good here. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. So I'm going to take this, tuck it up here, and just wrap that string around. I know, because sometimes you guys pull too much. You pull too much dubbing. It's alright. You can always snip it out. So what you want to do, if it's dubbing in the bottom, I'm going to take a dark green, light green, somewhere in there, representing the bottom of the bug. Take a little bit of dubbing, wrap it around your on your string. Just roll around a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't stick right away the first time. What I'm doing here, I'm using my fingers on just a string instead of the actual spool itself. Sometimes it's easier to do it with just a string. Sometimes it's a little easier with the spool. So you guys will have to pick out your own little things, your own different things like that. So anyways, what I did, put it on there. I pull it tight, wrap it around a couple times, and after that, you want to take like a hackle, but can't find. Actually, here, a hackle here. I'm using some black saddle hackle. It calls for like a tannish hackle. Do not have tan hackle, so I'm gonna represent a hackle, but instead of tan, I'm using black. What you want to do is you want to wrap it up in here, nice and tight. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this hackle, guys, and it's also the clamp I said. Actually, here, this clamp, very well, guys. You very well used here. Take it right at the end of it, and just hook it on there. And what you want to do, so you guys, as I said before, very well used. So I can go like that, leave it there. I can roll up my spool a little bit, and then just wrap it up around. Also, what I'm doing right now, the string is loosening up for me just rolling around my fingers. So what I'm gonna do is wrap this up a couple times. This hackle, I want to get this nice and tight up here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go back forward with it, wrap it up so it makes it look like a little bit of like a goddess hackle neck. So anyways, so this thing here is very well good to use to keep everything out of the way. This wraps up a couple times, guys. It also does slip off too. You have other different sizes you can get. You can get really small ones. You can get medium sized ones, and then you can also get a large one. This one here I'm using probably about a medium sized one. There's a smaller one I can get. I don't want to use it right now because it's a pain in the butt. But anyways, okay, maybe. Nope, didn't want to stay. Anyways, I'm gonna tighten up my spool more. I'm using spider wire. Very good. It's a very good spool to use, but sometimes it's a little tricky because you gotta get it just tight enough on there. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm just wrapping this out on a hackle a couple times. Get my finisher touch. I'm gonna pull the hackle back one more time just to get that look on there better. So anyways, you want to do your finisher knots. So you can also get a finisher tool. Some people will like it, some people don't like using it. I don't like using it, in fact, my own opinion, because it's a little more pain in the butt. I mean, so is it sometimes, especially if you have too big of a head wrapped around there already, or you have a saddle hackle wrapped around, it's in the way. But, everyone has their own opinion. I don't like using finishers tools. But a lot of people recommend using them, because I guess they're supposed to be easier. But they're still a pain in the butt. A little trickier. Once you get used to it and everything, it's a lot easier to use. But I actually said I don't use them, so anyways, I'm just doing a couple finisher knots here, and then I'm gonna put some fly head cement on, guys, so helps it hold the string and everything back in there together more, and there's less chance of it coming apart while you're in the stream. If it ever comes apart in the stream, it's easy to, if you take that cement with you. If you don't, that's alright. You can take it home, prepare it. It's always the best thing to do, guys, is to tie a couple flies on hand, ready to go. So I'm gonna snip this hackle here. Snip her off. There you go, guys. You got a caddis hackle, or goddess caddis. Oh, so I'm here taking this head of cement. I do apologize again. Maybe. Well, I am not doing head cement because it's dry. Another thing, guys, so just use head cement, very well used for strings. There you go, guys. You got your goddess caddis here, and it's very well good fly. I do apologize for this here. It did not show very well, but there's your goddess hackle caddis. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, subscribe, like, comment, share. Please do. I appreciate it. I want to thank you to everybody again for everyone that's viewing my videos, everyone subscribed, and that has shared my videos. Guys, until next time, don't forget, keep your line loose, your barrels clean, guys. And also, remind you, My name's Chris, and I'm keeping it real. Yeehaw!